music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.
Right, of course, we're back, and this is Entertainment Street on your radio. Wherever you are, you want to come close and let's do this. And of course, talking about the big topic this morning is a conversation that I feel we should take charge of. And Monbasa, you actually dropped it not too long ago, and I feel we should dig deep into it so that we can actually have something to hold on to this morning. Now, the numbers to call us on is 0817-287-1853, 0817-287-1854. Right, let's get down to it. And this one is something I believe quite a number of us would be very, very eager and willing to relate to. And this came from Yul Edochie. He says, there is nothing wrong with marrying a woman richer than you. And
ever since the JJC Skillz Funke Akindele news broke about the separation, there's been or there have been hot takes left and right about who had the more financial power in the relationship, whether there was a balance at all. Some were alluding that JJC or Funke had more money than JJC, and that was one of the issues they had. And also there was a part in JJC Skillz statements in which he said that he was asked to leave the house in which both of them lived in. So people started latching on to that statement, saying it's because Funke owned the house, or Funke had more money. That was why she was able to pull that, act. And there was also another person who went online sharing threads of how some men got into bad financial situations, and they couldn't rely on their wives to help them out. That the wives betrayed them in their hour of need. There was quite a long thread concerning that particular issue.
True.
And although there were one or two men that did say, look, my case was different.
Yeah.
But overall, it started a conversation of financial power. Yeah. If women had more money than men in the marriage, would it cause problems?
Okay. Yes. If women...
Okay, so Mark...
Yul Edochie also coming to drop a hot take.
Yeah.
His own take was men should go ahead to marry women richer than they are.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
All right.
Would you think of that as a wise decision?
Okay.
Well, Mark, I like to always liken everything to where we are and the part of the world we belong to.
Yeah.
This is Africa and this is Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am not saying, I'm going to be different this morning, but I'm not saying that a man should not marry a woman that is richer than he is.
Yeah.
But notwithstanding, if you marry a woman that is richer than you are, there's always tend to be this
friction.
Friction. Just like a man marries somebody who a woman that is older than him.
Yeah.
It's almost the same thing, because there's this supremacy battle that ladies tend to bring once. It might not be at all time, but once. There's always a chipping it in that you don't bring anything. What are you bringing to the table? Yes. So that thing will always the table. And if you're a man and you're not bringing anything to the table, that means you're not going to eat on that table. Sometimes, because they will look at you and say you are good for nothing, man.
Exactly.
That is what women has always been known for. So it's not as if I'm just saying.
Well,
yes, women are known for that, because at a point they will begin to ask you,
there are different
you are just like a liability to me.
There's different sides to this particular story or situation
that will make it not a woman not to feel bad.
Hold on.
Can we save this controversy and go on this break?
Yes, we should. And let me just remind you as well that you can join the conversation on my Instagram live at DebsExtra, DEBSEXTRA. Women were richer, or if the wife was richer than the husband, is that a problem?
All right. When a woman has more money, do you think there will be peace in that home? Because obviously it's looking clear that when a woman has money, there's this sense of dominance she feels, and sometimes take drastic decisions which will hurt the ego of a man. And
you just said something very interesting. Ego of a man.
And put him under... Of course, men have egos.
Okay,
so what do women have? What should women have?
How men
see, Mark, I want to say this. I want to say this.
When a woman waits in a position where the woman is richer, do you think the ego of a man can take it?
Well, how do you mean?
Can take knowing that his wife has more money than him.
Ego of man, he can take it. If you show respect, he will take it.
Shows respect in one way.
Shows respect in one way.
Give me an example.
That he's still the man in charge.
Give me an example of showing that respect.
That this is still my husband and this is still my head.
So Mark, I
don't know what you mean, but I'll give you your answer.
And you haven't given.
I understand where you're coming from. Mark, they say nobody humble rich man where they go borrow money.
Yes.
Because now when you go borrow money, you come begin to tell us, you have fantastic dog, your compound is very
your
good,
gate is painted red.
Gate is painted red.
Yeah.
No man humble reach that person.
Yes.
When you no get money, no matter how humility or humble you tend to be, there's always a day the woman will remind you. That is my own.
When it comes to being in a marriage, some men, that's why I won't say all men, some men cannot take it. The fact that a woman is the one bringing the money, paying the rent, some men's ego cannot take it.
Okay, that's something that Debby said.
And if you don't agree with that, then it means you're being biased.
Then Debby said that.
First of all, I don't think any man in his right senses would even allow the woman to do the major things in the family.
What if it's
not done.
There's only few.
How can a woman be paying rent, paying this? What's the man now doing? What's the man doing?
The man lost his job. The man lost his job.
So that's in that situation. What I'm trying to bring out is there will be resentment if the woman comes and this man is not contributing anything. And I'm not saying financial now, not one single thing. He doesn't take care of the children. He doesn't even try to.
There is no man in his right senses that
will do that. And I'm telling you that they do it.
Show me the man. Tell me where you live.
It's the right senses we are talking about here.
For paradise, I know they happen.
Let's call the office of the public defender to go and pick up that man. You are not contributing. You are not washing plates. You are not taking care of the children.
Let's see who calls.
See where Mark is coming from.
0817-1853-1854.
Hello, good morning.
Public defender.
Yes, so my brother.
We gotta pick the man.
Hello, good morning. Your line is bad. Can you please come closer? Thank God. Hello, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, good morning.
Good
Welcome.
morning. Thank you for calling.
Good to have you.
Yeah, good morning, Oga Mark and Debby and Monbasa.
Yes,
Good morning.
This is a very interesting topic. I'd like to share. My name is Debby, by the way.
All right.
Yeah, so I have a friend who happens to be in this situation.
Okay.
Then he was working in Oceanic Bank then before everything goes south. So the wife was, she still got a job with, I don't want to mention all the banks now. So the wife happens to be the breadwinner, I think for a couple of times. I think about 2 years. So basically, if I go check my friend, we make sure we pick the children at school, set them up, all of that. So invariably, it became like, taking care of the house. And I tell you, I've never seen any friction between them because there was an understanding, right? Yeah. But the only problem is anytime I'm hanging out with my friend, he doesn't feel so much like a man himself because it is natural for the man to provide, basically.
Yeah.
But sometimes nature does, all these things changes where the woman is given. But the woman, it also depends on the background of the woman. Yeah. Because some women, but there are some, well, in all honesty, there have been instances where we drove up with his wife's car, and she will call and say, "Where are you people now? Bring my car, I'm going out." That can get to a man, really, you understand. And there have been instances where she will just allow us and say, "Okay, I will use Uber and go wherever I'm going." Wow. But the truth of the matter is, if you want to marry a wife as a man, you must know and understand how a woman is, so you won't have issues. Women are women. Even if I borrow my wife money, if she borrows me money, like say, okay, my wife says, I asked my wife for 1,000, and invariably I give her a gift of about 50,000. She will still ask me for 1,000.
Yeah, true.
And I'll be like, yeah, but I don't give 50,000.
Hit music for Lagos. 102.3 Max FM.